Shall we weave the yarns of myth? Wonderful. But you may only weave with one school. I knew a lad who tried too. Entangled with a squirrel he is. Ah, so you seek to blend your magic with the whispers of legend. Wise choice, young wizard. Wise indeed. Reminds me of another young wizard I knew once long ago. Had hair like yours, but the face didn't move as much. And then came the Devilroos, bouncing from world to world, and well, you know how that goes. So, this wizard... Oh, pardon me. I do go on sometimes. What was I saying? Right! To wield myth is to wield the power of story. To brandish creativity itself is your blade and shield. Whether these be tales of old or tales of the mind, story ennobles all. So, go hear some stories, young one. This city holds a marketplace of ideas, rife with yarns and anecdotes and histories. Talk to the people there. Absorb their wisdom.
Ah, you wish to hear a tale, young wizard? Have you heard the parable of Ptah? Ah, it tells of the great warrior, Ptah. He was sent by his king to seize the ice fortress of Grizzlebort the Unsociable, but nothing could pierce those frozen walls. Clever fellow that he was, Ptah instead made camp, and he wowed his forces with tales of glory. This sharpened their instincts, inspired them. But more than that, Ptah's stories enraptured the Grizzlebort forces night after night, month after month. Until the summer sun diminished the fortress of ice, and the newly inspired forces of Ptah could at last pierce it.
Story, Have you heard of Grizzlebort the Unsociable? A great many stories have sprung from him. Tales of the heroes who overthrew him, the peasants that defied him, the courtiers who denied him. Each is a legend, each an immortal in memory. For that is the secret power Grizzlebort granted all his detractors. He made them fables, tales that innovate and galvanize even beyond death. As for Grizzlebort himself, well, infamy has its own power. Come, I will show you. Infamy is still legendary, child. And legends are myths, and myths are summons.
I am extremely unpleasant to be around. against Grizzlyport! Puny human! All are weak against Grizzlyport! Puny human! Sticks and stones may break my bones, but something. All are weak against Grizzlyport! Puny human! Puny human! All are weak against Grizzlyport! Sticks and stones may break my bones, but something. Puny human! All are weak against Grizzlyport! Puny human! Puny human! All are weak against Grizzlyport! Puny human! All are weak against Grizzlyport! It turns out I'm just socially awkward, and I turned my insecurity into rage!
Guess this old tale has gotten a little well worn. Oh well, rob you next time, child.
Ah yes, the repeated story can feel all the more true, but a rehashed trope becomes weakened through repetition. Yet myth is mutable, unable to be frozen into a single state. Perhaps this is why stories outlast even death. Each generation makes them their own. And that is what you must remember. Myth can counteract the tactics of ice and death. It can give you options your current school lacks. Now go. Use your new knowledge to battle, to help others. And when your understanding of myth is grown, we shall speak again.
Kiss that confidence goodbye as you see how little you are.
I see you've been harnessing your myth magic well. I can feel the energy wafting off of you, like the skunk I once knew. Lovely chap. He tried weaving schools as well, blending myth and death to create this giant, rancid... what? Oh yes, I feel it time you advanced your knowledge of myth with a tutor. Archibald's... something. A magician for the ages was he. Impressive given he was from Marleybone, a world which often frowns on magic. Oh, but Archibald was a crafty fellow. Yes, was. He's quite dead, you see. But there are some mages so powerful they ascend to the level of an icon, an embodiment of their school. Essentially, Mr. Archibald lives on as long as his story is told. You can find him, call him, and learn from him. Perhaps the citizenry of Regent Square can aid you in finding him,
Archibald, the myth mage? You mean Archibald Ratfink? That scoundrel, that fiend, that bounder! He once robbed my great-great-great-grandmother! My family still hasn't forgiven him, nor will we ever. He lured her into a trap, they say. That was also a second trap. Then took her necklace. Not sure what he did with the thing. Probably hucked the stones at orphans, the cad.
You want to hear about old Archie? Sure, everybody knows him. They say he was quite the character. Stole the king's crown right off his head, he did. How? Well, there the accounts differ, don't they? Some people say he just slipped past everyone in the room, he did. Still, I just say he summoned a troll what bonked the king on the noggin. Personally, I hope he did both. Say, why are you asking after old Archie? Summoning? Icons? I don't know about all that, but I'm part of this sort of club. An Archie fan club, you might say. You should come see it. Maybe someone there can help you. Come on. And so that's what the wizard wants to do. Summon up Archie to teach him his ways.
Well, certainly we can do that. He is an icon of myth. There are arenas out there that summon him with statues. We need only tell his story.
Lord!
Well said, Lughead. It always chokes me up the way you narrate a tale. And it seems to have worked.
So, what are we heisting today?
The only thing getting heisted is your freedom. There will be no hero worship of thieves, by order of the Queen.
How did they find us?
Lord!
Lughead!
Stand back, friends. I'll handle this. Ha! Mercenaries! No gumption. Now why have I been summoned? Has the beast moon risen again?
Wow, the real Archie. We're big fans here, trying to carry on your good work.
Though, the constabulary has some thoughts about that.
Lord!
I think you've done more than enough. Now, this here wizard wants to talk to you, Archibald. Something about learning the secrets of myth.
You don't say. Well, sure thing, wizard. I'd be happy to help a merc master like you, but first let's follow those mercs to their master. I can smell moose musk. The merc went down that way to... what is that? The Irem Lodge. After him, wizard, lest he target those fellows again.
Did you get the jewels they stole from me?
No, they, had an icon.
I don't know what that means, but I paid you and those soldiers to steal back my jewels.
In fairness, those jewels belong to the Calixco House of Mirage. Didn't you steal from them?
How dare you! I am Josie the Tabby Cat, Princess of the Dunes. I will have your antlers.
Wow, a selfish royal, what else is new? Those jewels aren't yours, me lady, and they never will be again.
That does it. I am scratching out all of your eyes. Beaten by mice! I will never live down the shame!
And what about you?
Easy, easy. We're good. Some people just ain't worth working for, right? Don't worry about your pals. They'll never see me again.
Thanks for the help there, kid. Now let's go talk about what you need. So you want to learn from an icon of myth. Never figured I'd be one of the elites, but here we are. Sure thing, kid. I'll meet you back where the ley lines converge. I think it's in Krokotopia, and we'll get started.
You summoned an icon of myth and brought it here? That old skunk I knew could do that. Old Factory, we called him, because he could build anything.
I knew that skunk, back when I was flesh and blood. Whatever happened to him?
Hit by a pine tree.
Oof, shame. But he'll live on in legend. Like I do. Like you will, wizard. But to build the legend, you have to do the work. Go out, help the people, fight the villains. That's the secret. Myth is reputation plus time. So build your rep to build your own myth.
And thus the prince turned back into a beautiful frog, and they lived happily ever after.
Is that what happened? I heard the princess then slept on a pea one night and just wasn't having it.
Well, yes, but then there was marriage counseling by the fairy godmother, and all was well. Stories, Wizard. Have I told you I love them?
You've been doing quite the job of telling your own story. Even out here, we heard about your work in Zafaria. So I think it's time you see the power you can wield when story ages into myth. It's time you see my story.
Not just see it, but experience it. Deep in the old garden of Khonsu are the halls of Twiret, a forgotten pit where trapped moon magic snaps and whirls. With that magic, you can become Archibald, live as him, experience the adventures that made him a legend.
So what say you, wizard? Let's go. This is the place. Once you enter, you will become me, with my spells, my knowledge, and experience. Live the legend yourself, and see what you can take away from it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Archie's Place, a home of wonder and illusion. Let your imaginations run wild, your dreams play out, your minds delight.
Good show, lad, good show. Now, give us all your money or we'll punch you in the face.
Welcome once again to Archie's Place. Let your thoughts swirl freely as I bring them to life with magic.
Good show, lad, good show. Now, give us all your money. The king needs new slippers.
Well, come on, this isn't working at all now, is it? What's a humble magician to do but fight back? It seems I fought the law and won.
Eh?
Also you. Indeed, I have acquired more from you than you took. What to do with that? Perhaps some generosity is in order. But now I am an outlaw, hated by the crown and her enemies both. Where shall I go? And how shall I survive?
You have talent, but no training. I can help you with that. I can teach you to be the glue that holds Marleybone together. The crown would let us rot, and the gangs would pick the bodies clean. It is we, the rogues, that stem the tide of decay. We take from those with too much, and give to those with not enough, and fend off those who would take even that.
It's a noble fight, to be sure. And it beats struggling on my own.
Then your training begins now. Let's see what you can do. Such skill, such ingenuity. I foresee you becoming the best of us, young Archibald. Indeed, I will train you over years. Until we go after your first mark. A traveling lord stays the night in a high tower, and we aim to take from him every shiny thing he has. The way you acquitted yourself, the things you accomplished, that was the night a legend was born. And here is our mark at last.
What is this? A robbery? Whoa, that's not cool, guy. I don't go around robbing you, do I? Who even are you, you think?
Just that. Just a think. A rat think, if you will. Now, if you'll hand over the jewels.
Jewels? Well, now, I don't,
Why, what seems to be the matter?
I did it! I defeated them! Now I have to get out of here.
That's not supposed to happen. What?
Ve Victus!
Amazing work, amazing work. You will be the talk of the town for lifetimes to come.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. At least the story ended like it was meant to. The journey, though, requires contemplation. Something happened at the end there, Wizard. Felt like I wasn't in my own memory anymore. Like my story was consumed in fire. I think I need to retreat back into the ether a bit. Find myself again. Even if I have to reassemble it from the ashes. You adapted brilliantly, though. Go tell the old sage, and keep an eye out for whatever that was.
The memory was altered? How? I actually have not heard of such a thing before. Strange. What you described sounds like a story Charlie once told me. Charlie! What do you think? I will ponder this further and contact you again. Yes, sorry. A bit addled. Regardless, your mastery of myth magic will now give you the unique ability to create a fusion spell. A merger of myth with your chosen school. I can give you a fusion formula for your spellbook. Make sure to add both of the indicated spell cards to your deck, and you can merge them in combat. This will create a new spell, enhancing your own abilities with the raw, creative energy of myth. As for that corruption you experienced, that intersecting of Archibald's life with something else, I've been pondering it. And I fear it is a dire omen.